everyone. Welcome again. Teresa May here. This is another segment of Inclusive Reflection. We appreciate you so much for being part of us. Have you subscribed? Please, if you haven't, we urge you to hit that subscription button so that you don't miss out on whatever content we air, and we will appreciate. If you have subscribed, thank you so much for believing in us. This has been quite an amazing and exciting journey, and we thank you for being part of us. So today is an amazing day. It's almost holidays, not even almost. Holidays are here. And as you know, Inclusive Reflections, we air things that touch all rounds, all aspects of life. And today we want to talk about parenting. We have had people on board to discuss many things, but today we want to concentrate on how do we bridge the gap between parents and mostly maybe teenagers. We are in a holiday. Our children are going to be at home for 2 months. And with us today, we have an amazing woman of God. Part of the reason as to why Terry is who she is today. She was at one point a youth patron in Embu Diocese Anglican Church, and she did an amazing job. So you can trust that she's going to be of this show. This episode is going to be beneficial to you as you view if you are a parent or a young person. So please help me to welcome on board our mom. She's known as Reverend Ride. Hi, mommy.
Thank you. Thank you, daughter.
Banasifiwe.
Amen.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Umesema hauzeeki.
Kabisa.
You still remaining the same.
Kabisa. I want to grow gracefully.
What is the secret?
I want to grow gracefully, Terry, because when God's grace comes upon you, of course, years are adding.
Advancing.
Of course. But I just want to grow gracefully because the grace of the God is sufficient.
Mama unakaa the same thing ulikuwa unakaa back then. You were Anglican Embu Diocese. Please, comment section. Tell me whether I'm lying. She's looking the same way.
So I thank God. Thank you, Terry. Even for realizing mommy is not growing, but on the other side, she is.
She is.
Yeah, I really appreciate you.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
This is Inclusive Reflection. I want to give you an opportunity to say hi to our viewers, and then you introduce yourself to us.
Wow.
Today, we want to focus on she's a professional counselor, and we want to discuss about bridging the communication between parents and children, and also how do you spend holidays? Usianze kuwahamisha sahi. Spend some time with them. So she's going to walk that journey with us. So please, ma'am,
thank you.
Introduce yourself. What do? You even have a parents initiative that is a girl child initiative. Let us get to know who is Reverend Ride in a nutshell.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Terry. I feel humbled even to be invited here.
Yeah.
And this is what we are saying that young people need.
Yeah.
Such steps that Terry is taking. So thumbs high for
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. So this is Reverend Lile Mushangi, and I am a born-again Christian. I love the Lord as my personal savior. True, we have walked a journey with Terry when I was a youth coordinator, DYO, Diocesan Youth Organizer. That's when we started a journey.
Yeah.
And true, I saw something in you, Terry, but it was very far. This is the time God has come to bring it to board, to the light. And so, Terry, you have also made me proud.
Thank you, Mom.
Why we are here today, and what Reverend Lily does is, one, professionally, I'm a psychological counselor. So mostly I deal with issues that are challenging young people. When I talk of young people, I talk about Terry, and also those who are in secondary school, and also in the campuses.
Yeah.
I work in Embu College. I'm the college counselor. I also serve in Anglican Church. And because my profession cuts across religion and denominations, I also go to other churches.
Okay.
Among the services that I do, for my God, I do pantry drive donations. Not because I have a donor or a sponsor, but my donors are well-wishers.
Okay.
You just come to my group. I include you in my group. You just donate whatever you have. Then when we feel like funds are enough, now we take them to our girls in different schools.
Okay.
Currently, we are not donating pants now. We've already finished donating because our girls are doing exam. So those who are interested, when I'll be giving my contact, maybe you can come to my group. You help me to give a pant to a girl.
Yeah.
By the way, Terry, some of us, when we were young, hatukujua hizi mambo ya pants sana. Tulizaindiwa here, there.
Yeah.
So these days also, why I came to board to help young people, it's because we realize some of the girls are missing school.
True.
When they have their menstrual periods. Very unfortunate.
True.
So Mungu akaniongeresha tu, kaniambia, really some people need your help.
Yeah.
So that's how I began the Pant Drive initiative.
Okay.
And Cherry is one of the supporters, by the way, a very good supporter.
Thank you.
So we also welcome other people to come to board and help us.
Wow.
So today we are here to talk to parents and also to our children.
Yeah.
True, already we are on holiday.
Zishaanza.
Holiday imeanza Terry, jana, the whole of this week tuko holiday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we thank God that our children are back to us.
Home safely.
Yeah, sure. Safely, whole and sound.
Yeah, that reminds me, even as we continue, we want to send our heartfelt condolences to the victims of Elder Rasha.
Yeah.
I remember during the year, what was it called? The prayers that were happening. I posted something and it attracted a lot of attention in my social media. And I would say, as a parent, as you're out there, embracing your girl, your boy back. Please kumbuka, kuna mzazi mtoto hakuenda nyumbani.
Sure.
Alikuwa angetaka kungojea sana akuje, but they are not coming. So please, from Inclusive Reflections, if you are anyway, or you come across this video and you're affected by whatever happened, may God give you the strength. Nobody will understand the amount of pain you're going through. From us, we still keep you in our prayers.
Yes.
So you can continue.
Thank you, Terry. Yeah. So I was saying, parents, one, we thank God that our children are back.
Sure.
Whole and sound. Teachers, wherever you are, may God pay you. Teachers.
They are sleeping for 2 months.
Teachers, can you relax and enjoy yourselves?
I saw someone on Facebook saying, please, if you're going to work, usiamshe mwalimu.
Kazi kwetu wazazi.
Yeah.
So teachers, we wish you happy holiday. Happy holiday to our children, wherever they are.
Yeah.
Happy holiday. Then, as now we talk about holiday, there are few things that I want us to talk with our parents and even to our children. And I will begin talking to parents.
All right.
One, parents, kindly plan this holiday together with your children. Don't plan alone. But though we don't plan for our children, we plan with them.
But you mean we include them?
Of course.
We are parents. We are supposed to
really
not include them.
That was our time.
Not
Sisi
now.
Tukifunga shule Terry, tulikuwa tunakuta program iko hapo. Kufuna majani chai,
kulimia kahawa, bench kadhaa.
Program was intact in such a way hata ungepata time ya kufanya homework.
True.
But these days, the generation we are in, parents, let's agree. Let's plan together. If you don't want to be frustrated,
include them.
Include them.
Wow.
I'm not talking to people, Terry, because I'm a perfect parent.
True.
Anyway, there is no perfect parent. There is no perfect child.
True.
Me, I have all the ages in the house. The baby, the juniors, and the teens. And I know what it means to raise all those gaps, the ages. So I'm not speaking to people as a perfect parent. I also pass through charities of parenting, just like any other parent.
Yeah.
But why I'm here today is that we can try to talk and help each other. So point number one, parents, wherever you are, plan the holiday together.
Okay.
2 months, there is not a joke. 2 months is a long time.
Considering most of our parents, if I can say, I have several teachers that are friends. Some feel like we pushed the responsibility of our children to the teachers. So, mwalimu sayeta, what even unatuambia we include them, we feel like it's a burden. 2 months is a lot.
2 months is a short time, Terry, compared to 3 months,
That you give them to the teacher.
of course. And we didn't feel comfortable that our children are okay. After all, I've paid the school fees.
Yes.
So what else? I've
Going
paid
for
the school
tours.
fees.
Going for tours, afukuzwe juu ya school fees.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
But as we plan, the question will be, what are we planning about?
Okay.
Very good question from parents. We are planning about time.
All right.
I understand that most of us parents, we are busy. Surely I'm also very busy.
Hata wewe unajua economy venye iko. It doesn't need anybody to just sit around.
Hata hakuna haja hata kuelezea sana. The economy is telling us we need to be busy.
On the move.
On the move. Something else that we need to remember, parents, as we plan the holiday together, make a good budget. Kindly, our watoto wamekuja holiday, kukula watakula. Let me prepare you psychologically, parents.
Yeah.
I've already started seeing the signs, and it is just a day.
To one day.
And yes, just yesterday. So parents, please, can you plan your budget properly?
Yeah.
Kwa sababu wa watoto kukula watakula. And you know God is faithful.
Yeah.
He will always provide. Now, after we have done all that, it's good for us parents, me inclusive, that we need to create time with our children.
Hapo ndipo kizungumkuti.
Hapo ndipo kazi iko.
Hapo ndipo kazi iko.
Kazi iko
so
hapo.
Please help us to understand what are we risking when we don't do that.
And you know what, Terry? Ile kazi mwalimu alikuwa akifanya shule, sasa ni mimi. So that tells me I'm a parent,
you are a teacher.
I'm a teacher, I'm a pastor,
a counselor,
doctor. Sababu nitakuja jioni, mama nimeumia, niligongwa, nimefimba, so I'm everything. We better pray for God's grace.
And I'm still
now.
Remembering you are still the provider, the main one.
I'm still the provider. Remembering I'm still the wife. In the house.
Yes.
So you see that umbrella?
That's a lot for one person.
That's a lot for one person. But let's remember, I'll keep also referring to the Bible. Children are a gift from
God.
From God. So God cannot give you a gift, then He just deny you what it means for that blessing. So parents don't give up, lakini kazi kwetu. So time for what? Have time with your children for what? One, time to talk to them. Na hapo ndipo Terry anasema kazi iko. Now, here is the challenge. I will wake up early in the morning. I will leave my children asleep. Niende ni hustle the whole day. I will go back home. Nikute watoto pia wamelala. So hii time itatoka wapi, Terry?
It's a challenge.
Hii time nasema we create time itatoka wapi? It's a challenge. But we have to create time, parents, because hatuna otherwise. As much as niko na time ya kazi, niko na time ya kufanya other things, please include a few minutes for your children. We may not have any other way. Just we need to create time. Time to talk to them, find about their school life. Some of our children may have gone charities in school, and they are not able maybe to talk to the teachers. But at home, maybe they have an avenue, they feel they can talk to mom or dad. So find about their life in school, find about their resorts. Kuna mtoto alifunga shule Tuesday, Terry, na mzazi hata anjaangalia resorts.
Wengine unajua tena siku hizi wanaambiananga aje, I go home, I have nephews, leave alone my 6-year-old. My nephews now and then I would ask, and so, where are your resorts? Hatukupewa. They found a very good scapegoat. Hatukupewa.
Yes. So you hatukupewa, what is your initiative as a parent? What are you supposed to do? Because it's not, in normal cases, watoto ukuja na resorts. So what you are supposed to do, why can't you inquire from school? From class teacher. Mwalimu resorts, ulipeana. That is a good beginning point. Let it not just end there. Talk to your children about, hear how they want to spend their holiday also. Of course, watoto wetu wangependa spend holiday free. Free life. But do you know what? These students, they have a lot of homework. Teachers, I'm not complaining, but the holiday is just a holiday and also a school.
Yeah.
Because homework lazima wafanye. And the time I'm talking about is we defined time together. Okay, now you children, my good boys and girls, you have homework. What time do you want us to be doing the homework? What time will you be visiting Shosho? What time will you be visiting Auntie Terry? What time will we be doing this? Because academic work is one dimension and it's a must. Social life is equally important.
So lazima tuende kwa shosho kama ako na shamba.
Kwa shosho tutaenda
kahawa inachunangwa hii.
Kabisa na tulime. Hii CBC, wale wanakaa town, hii CBC, taki life ya town ukue contented. Wacha aende kwa shosho, ashike mchanga, shosho amuonyeshe kisu, kukatakata,
wasijipate wanaita mbuzi umbwa
alafu na wanaita ng'ombe mbuzi. It happens. So hii time yetu ya holiday for 2 months, wazazi, please let's try to help our children. We plan the holiday together. Now the challenge is here, availability. Me as a parent, when am I available for this? When am I available for homework? When am I available to look for money? When am I available to take them to show and what have you and what have you? When am I available? That is the question and the challenge. Remember, I said we have to create time for our children.
You know, someone said, Mchungaji,
yes,
time is created. You create time for what is important.
Sure.
So what you're saying is we be intentional.
That's for me to come here, Terry. It was intentional. I just created time
to know that you're not busy.
For you to take a step of all what you are doing, you create time. I know. So why am I encouraging parents that we have to create time? Because we have to save our children for 2 months. Bearing in mind, we shall give an account anyway. We shall give an account of our children spend the holiday. Now, besides that, parents, najua kuna wazazi wengine wanafanya kazi usiku. Maybe like doctors, askaris, and what have you. Make sure you know how your child is faring. You know your profession can challenge you. Like kama ni daktari, ni lazima uende kazi. Maybe night.
Mnagongananga usiku na mchana. Wewe kwako kukiwa usiku, kwa mtoto ni mchana, and the vice versa.
And the opposite is true. So unless you create time, kuna mahali mtapoteana. Let me make it clear, Terry, to parents that between 0 and 9 years, that's when you bond with your children. 0 to 9. You understand by 0? You understand by 0?
Yes.
0 to 9 years, that's when you bond with your children.
Please, for the person that doesn't understand, what do you mean by 0? There is no 0. 0 is a number, yes.
There is 0 is a number. That's what I was telling my teacher. 0 means from the time of
conception.
Good. From the time of conception to 9 years, that's when you bond with your child. What do I mean by bond? That is the time unaweza mwambia na nitakuchapa na staki hii na usiende kule, usifanye hivi na atakusikia.
Okay.
Kindly parents, after 9 years, sasa hapo ansia kuita Mungu. 10,
it's that 12, serious,
It's that serious. 10, 12, 13. Wacha tufike teens. Wacha
teens,
that's
from 13
to 19.
No. Okay.
Just the teen. And now from 13 to 19, now it is the teens crisis. Wow. Sarah, can you remember how you bothered your parents?
No. Let me tell you. Me, I never bothered anyone. But naturally, I think you people, let me appreciate the Anglican church. Let me be very honest.
Sure.
As you know, I started teaching Sunday school as a very small.
I know.
I was telling someone, mwalimu wetu wa Sunday school, niye mwalimu, niye evangelist, niye kuku wa church. So what used to happen, ameachiwa sisi, na anapikia mchungaji chai. So mlikuwa mnaambiwa, muimbage, I'll be back. So for me, I saw a gap. I think I have a problem with seeing gap. That's where now I started teaching Sunday school as a very small girl. Then I grew. Then I knew, I'll say this, please churches, let us have programs. Because me, I say, honestly and wholeheartedly, I'm a product of the programs that the Anglican church has created.
You are right.
It gave me space.
Sure.
I remember the first time I preached. It was a Sunday school Sunday when they started. I was 16. I remember nilitafuta mtu wa kuhubiri hiyo Sunday school Sunday ikakosa, nikajiuliza kwani Mungu na nimeokoka. What do we do? Because we wanted to show Sunday school can do. Because you remember we had a lot of challenges, that church creating space for the children. Juu tunataka kujiambia watu wazima ndio wako na maana, mpaka tunaamsha watoto chini ati watu wazima wakae chini. Swali, ulichelewa church ukiwa wapi? Mbona uamshe mtoto? So for me, the Anglican programs that came, we have the holiday, we have the conferences, seminars made me. So for me, I did not like waver much. Then I feared my father. My father and I were not so much close.
Was it fear or respect?
For me, I think it was partly fear. Partly yes, because I had to do the work on my relationship with my dad later.
Sure.
But Mimi, teenage yangu mom can tell you for sure. Let me tell you something that happened today. In the morning when I was preparing, someone called my mom, an elder from Kavurokori Church. Let me call her because we know each other. And walinisengenya nikiwa nimekaa hapo. She called my mom and I don't know where, I think we met in a burial of one of the grandmothers in the church. So I said hi. I had come purposely to attend that burial because some of the grandchildren, I raised them in Sunday school. So I knew her personally. So I was the person that was in the praise and worship for that particular day. And this lady had not seen me for some years. So she was telling my mom how good I learned the praises in church, and she was like, alitupeleka vizuri sana. Actually, I wish anaweza kuja kwetu. And mom decided to act as if I am not there. So part of my life, I would say the church grabbed me.
Yeah, sure.
So my teenage life, mom can tell you, hatujawahi sumbuana.
Your mom must be a very happy mother. Happy mother among other mothers, not because Terry was perfect.
Oh, she is perfect even.
No perfect parent, but because your foundation, Terry, was the church. And I wish parents could hear me.
Hey, my dear, my sister was my opposite. So she had her own
children are not the
paradox.
Same. Children are not the same. Why you survived Terry and you did not give rough time to your parents because your foundation was the church. So most of your time was church home. Church home.
Mashindano ya kanisa, seminar, festival,
seminars, conference for youth, and all that. So as we move on, I'll be mentioning about how now we are going to spend holidays.
The holidays. Okay.
So what we were talking about was that we need
the teenage crisis.
The teenage crisis, yes. The teenage crisis comes like this. Here is Terry, who is 14, in Form 2, Form 3, whatever the form. How the crisis comes is because this girl wants to please the parents. This boy wants to please the friends. These boys want to please the parents. Na ako hapa katikati. Okay? So the parents are telling me, don't do this, do this. When you go to friends, they tell you, don't do this, do this. So how the crisis comes, sababu akiwa hapa katikati amechanganyikiwa. Anataka kufurahisha mabeste wake. Anataka kufurahisha wazazi.
Juu wako na expectations.
Of course. Na pia anataka kutufurahisha.
Mwenyewe.
Ebu na hiyo crisis, si ni kubwa.
You get lost.
So why teens get lost? Because parents are not understanding the son. Neither are they understanding the daughter. And the daughter still are also not understanding the parents. Then the friends here, huyu mtoto bado anataka kuji-associate in a group.
They're trying to fit in somewhere.
Remember, kuna peer pressure.
They're trying to fit in a certain...
You see now, so I want the parents to understand this. As much as we are talking about spending holiday, have time to talk to your children. Remember the time I talked about spending time together? Please, parents, I'm also very busy. I may not have much time with my children, of course, but it's good to create time. Sit down with them and find out what they are going through. Remember, teen, tunaita teen Terry, ndio menstrual zake ziko juu. Some of the girls complain about cramps. Some of the girls may even miss pants, by the way. They may not share with their parents. they may not be free with their mothers or fathers.
True.
Na periods zimekuja na sasa ako hapo katikati. What will happen? I'm neither here, I'm not here. I'm neither there or here. So niko somewhere, pia mimi mwenyewe sijielewi. I've solved so many challenges with teens, especially in secondary school, kwa sababu wazazi hawaeleani na watoto wao when they are to the teens. Okay? So it becomes very chaotic.
Yeah.
The child comes to me ananiambia, lakini referent mimi huwa siele yangu mama. Saa ingine anaamka amefurahi, saa ingine hata hataki kuongea. Saa ingine ndani ako too rough, saa ingine ako very fresh. Mimi siele yangu ya maparent wangu. There is no one time ataeleano until your age ipite. So what should I do as a parent? One, I need to be patient with my children.
Okay.
Wacha nielewe huyu mtoto ana grow. Nimuelewe in such a way, kuna pia changes zinakuja kwa mwili.
Yeah.
Okay? Kuna changes zinakuja physically. Huyu mtoto lazima associate na, a group.
Yeah.
But as a parent, I need to guide my children. What kind of friends should you associate with? And by the way, how many parents know their children's friends?
Let me tell you. I was surprised. I saw something with my little girl. She graduated on Friday. And among the many things that I was forced to do is even take a photo with. She brought friends. They said hi to me.
Yeah.
Wakarudi. I don't think kuna mtoto mwingine alifanya hivyo. Came with 2 girls. These are my friends. Wakarudi tena. Yeah. Before we left, she made sure I take a photo of her with the friends.
Yeah.
And it got me like, you have already realized you are a social being at 6 years.
Yeah, sure. Human beings are social beings. It is my responsibility as a parent, and it is also my right to know the friends of my children. So how do I know them?
But you see, the greatest challenge we have, Mchungaji, is we talked about communication.
Yeah.
How do we even communicate to our children? We don't have time. Let us go back to
time.
We don't have time. So, if I leave in the morning, nikikuja wamelala, there is no communication. To some, I think, I'm sorry to say this, some of us, we have ended up becoming just providers.
Yeah.
Huko kwingine ndio wakifunga shule, tunaona hii mzigo imekuwa mingi sababu shule we don't need emotional support.
Yeah, sure.
That has made me realize something, unfortunately, and I will say this. Parents, please, as our guest explains about communication, please pay attention.
Yeah, sure.
Because some of the guests that we have brought on board, they have even narrated to us how to be able to like have a signal when your child has maybe started to do drugs. Yeah. We also have the issue of sexual molestation. That thing pains me a lot. Yeah. It's unfortunate that someone can rape your child and it goes through or tries even to touch them and they cannot tell you as a parent. Mchungaji, unajua sijui ama umekutana na hizi cases. I've come to realize gays and lesbians are people that went through sexual abuse and they never spoke to anyone about it. And they decided, now when you are grown, by the parent even die without ever knowing.
Yes, yeah.
So how do parents bridge communication? How do we even communicate to them? Juu hatutaacha kufanya kazi.
Now, Terry, the time we are talking about and the planning, it will save us a lot. You know, the challenge we are having as parents is one, most of us, we are not friends to our children.
True.
What we normally have is a lot of authority. A lot of authority.
Ni mimi kusema.
One time I was called to talk to a group of youth and they were telling me, Reverend, we wish you can meet our parents and tell them they have been telling us about don'ts. Please can they now start telling us about do's?
And whys, maybe?
Because don't are too many. Don't come home late. Don't associate with this. Don't have a boyfriend.
My God.
Don't have a girlfriend. Don't come out of the house. Don't watch this. Life is full of don't. So they were telling me, when will our parents apply do's?
And maybe we put a why. Tell me why I should not do this.
You see, so parents, I'm encouraging you as I also encourage myself.
Yourself.
Anyway, that this time I'm talking about and the planning, ni lazima tukue marafiki wa watoto wetu.
to hear them.
Just another day, I found a case in college
Yeah.
of this domestic issue.
Yeah.
And the girl was telling me, Reverend, I wish I talked to you earlier.
Wow.
Singefika hapa.
My God.
Please, parents, can you give a listening ear to your children this holiday? And it will do you good.
Yeah.
So communication is very important.
Okay.
Now, wazazi lazima tutafute do. Ndio teli. Sasa si tumesema watoto wanakula, kwani watakula mawe? Lazima tutafute pesa ndio wakule, lazima tutafute school fees.
Yeah.
But as much as we are doing all that, hiyo time tuko nayo ya kuhustle, ya kutembea, ya kuenda, tupate pia time na watoto.
Yeah.
We talked about the teens. I'll go back to teens again because I know that's where most of our parents are suffering.
True.
Wale wako na teens kama mimi na wengine.
Yeah.
When they come, of course, mostly wakikuja wanatupeanga results. Naona wakipresent results. The first thing we do, kwa nini urefer maths? Kwani maths iko na nini? Unaweza jipata 30%. Kwa nini umefail biology? Kwa nini
you have chosen the subject that I did not like?
You know the kwaninis, they put off our children.
Yeah.
Because sasa watakwambia ni kwa nini. And by the way, parents, how many of us, hands down, they shared and all that, they normally share their performance with their children.
No.
How many of us parents share how they performed while they were in school?
We can't.
Terry,
we can't. That
but
is not even
here,
a discussion on the table.
Here we are very tough.
Yeah.
Biology unapata nini? I want a B. I want a what? I want a what? You want? You know, at times I feel like ningekuwa mtoto, ni ile kuna heshima. Ningeambia mamangu, keep on wanting. But of course, because of respect, you can't say that.
True.
Of course, children, we must work hard.
Yeah.
Mimi sisemi watoto walale. Why I'm looking for money is because in January, my children are going back to school by God's grace.
Yes.
So kusoma ni lazima. But again, let me find out kwa nini amefail biology, amefail math. What is the problem?
What is the challenge?
Can you sit down and discuss what is the issue? And do you now, my son, my daughter, how do you think I can help? Unaona nikusaidia aje?
Okay.
Unajua tayari huwezi fika hapo, huwezi fika hapo kama hakuna communication.
True. That is quite
na huwezi fika hapo kama mko marafiki.
Yeah, I agree.
Kama wewe ni yule baba wa stone face na kupamp mambo kupamp.
Do you know?
You know why parenting is becoming difficult for us? Hiyo toughness tuna apply kwa watoto haitatusaidia.
Mchungaji
nilisikia mimi sisemi watoto wasipewe discipline. Discipline is very biblical anyway. But hiyo ukali tuko nayo kwa watoto, that's why we are going to depression and stress. Because we want this, we expect a lot. Until watoto wetu wanashindwa, nitafikia expectations za dada na mama.
Najua nilikuwa naambiwa kuna wazazi mpaka saa hii baba akiingia watoto wanakimbia bedroom. Imagine like in our times we were not, I have never literally ran away from my dad, but right here there are families whereby mtoto na baba hawawezi kaa, ni exchange. Toka niingia nitoke.
Tunakutana.
Imagine. Like they can't.
Daddy akifika table room, bedroom.
Yes.
Wanakutana hivi.
Yeah.
That tells me those are two strangers in the house.
Exactly.
Daddy na mtoto wako strangers.
Stranger, kuna mom ni yeye link up.
Mama wako pale katikati.
Yes.
So parents, please can we let's try this holiday to befriend our children.
Okay.
So something else, Terry, I want to talk about. Hawa watoto wamepewa homework. Please parents, can you monitor the homeworks?
Okay.
How are we going to monitor? Muko na homework, yes. Umefanya leo, yes. Ile time nilisema pale mwanzo, si tulipanga time ya homework.
Yeah.
Na bado time ya kucheza. Very important. Na time ya kuenda kwa my friends. But remember to keep boundaries. Challenge iko hapa Terry. We are holding too much. Okay?
Yeah.
Too much. Hakuna kutoka kwa nyumba. Hakuna kwenda mahali. Hata usiende kwa shop. Bra bra bra.
Yeah.
Between ile time nimetoka kwa nyumba na by the time nirudi home hapo ndipo challenge iko. Unaona hiyo time nilitoka home 7:30 niende job, nitarudi nyumbani past 6. Hiyo masaa iko hapo, are you sure ni nini ina happen?
No, I'm not. Na kama
Na ukumbuke kwa nyumba kuna Grace na kuna Dennis. You get me?
Yeah.
Kumbuka kwa nyumba kuna teens na kuna wale wadogo. So the time I'm talking about ya kuplan ndio ukikuja jioni find out kama vile mlipangana asubuhi ukitoka imefanywa.
Okay.
Keep the follow up. Okay? I want to talk now to our children. Nimeambia wazazi don't hold too much na usiachirie pia sana. The question is nitafungia too much to what extent na nitaachiria too much
to what extent.
Okay. The holding of too much ni ile tumesema mpangane time na upeane kazi kwa nyumba. By the way, don't just let your children do academic. Si watakaa tu academic.
Tutawapea kazi kwa nyumba. Si kuna wasichana wa kazi, mchungaji.
That is the mistake we are doing.
Tuko na wasichana wa kazi. So mtoto wangu ni kazi yake ni kukula na kuwatch. Yes, msichana mpaka unapata msichana wa 13 years haizi ondoa kikombe yenye alikunywa chai. Unfortunately by
na sasa nakuja kwa watoto sababu najua our time is going. Nakuja kwa watoto. So nilikuwa naambia wazazi usiachirie sana. By the way, it is my responsibility kujua after nilienda mulifanya nini. Mulienda wapi? It is my responsibility.
Yeah.
What kind of people did you associate with? Mulienda na akina nani? Find out. Usikuje tu jioni usinisumbue mimi nimechoka. Hata utaki kujua watoto wameshinda aje tele. Utaki kujua wameshinda wapi na wameshinda na akina nani. Very dangerous. Time imefika to go with our friends. Jua marafiki wa huyu mtoto. Now, to our children, wherever you are. You need also to appreciate the fact that your parents are working too hard for you.
True.
You need to appreciate that. Your parents are doing all the best. They are working too hard. Ndio waone tumekula, tumekunywa, wametupea school fees, basic needs. It is even their right. Anyway. But you also need to cooperate on the other side. That obedience, ile nilikufunza Sunday school. It is better than
sacrifice.
That's what we said. So hata hii kuobey what our parents are telling us, children, it is very important.
Okay.
Very important. Then children, these days, it's good for us to know there's a lot of insecurity. So even hata wakati unaenda kwa my friends, my fans, na mnaenda bash.
That one.
Bash. And now my concern here is, Terry, kwani bash lazima ifanywe usiku? What do you think? Tukifanya bash kama saa hii tuko hapa na tuite mafans wetu, si bash?
Ni bash.
Ni bash? But ya usiku ndio inabamba.
Ni kama ya usiku ndio inabamba juu ni kama human being we are somehow attracted to doing the opposite of what is expected. So ya usiku I think ndio iko na raha kuliko ya mchana. Mchana ni normal. We want abnormal maybe.
But as long as tunaenda bash, mzazi ni vizuri jue hii bash inaendwa wapi? Hii bash tutarudi saa ngapi? Hii bash mumeenda na kina nani? 3 things. Mama naenda bash, ni sawa tu mtajitayarisha, bora muache mumepika. Bash imeendwa wapi Teddy? Tumeenda na kina nani? Na tumeenda kufanya nini? Mimi nimeona issues Teddy. You know, being a counselor, handle issues mingi. And some are very sympathetic. Watoto wameenda bash, wamekunywa pombe, hata waendi abakumbuki hata kwao. Na ni bash. So mzazi si vibaya kujua hii bash ni akina nani na ni akina nani unaenda na wao bash na time. Ni time gani? Of course hapo hamtashikana na yule team wako. Hapo hawatashikana. Sababu my joy in the house na Grace wangu kwa nyumba yeye anataka kujienjoy na mafans. But mimi naona risk ya bash usiku. But there are so many other activities a child can involve him or herself with. Kando na zile activities
bash na usiku.
I'm just urging churches to have as many activities.
Programs. This holiday.
This holiday, kindly churches. As much as we can, to involve our children. Of course, most of our children when you attend the church, watafurahia. Sababu watasema, "Mama, kwani ni church?"
Kila wakati.
Na ndio nilisema wacha waende church, pia waende kwa social, pia wa socialize, wafanye all round.
Yeah.
Let it be all round. But please parents do that with keep check. We call it keep check. So to our children, as we wish you happy holiday, and even as we wish you the very best in this long holiday, it's also good for you to give us good time. Help us to help you.
Okay.
You get my point? Help us to parent you well. Of course, parents show love to their children. Let them feel sense of belonging.
Yeah.
You know, ushawaingia kwa nyumba Terry, umeingia kwa nyumba and you feel like you are not wanted.
Yeah.
Na ni kwenu, na ni kwako.
True.
So most of our children may feel that depending on the environment. You see, so let children feel here is where we belong. After all, this is home. Let them have happiness at home. Yeah. Let them enjoy being at home because of the environment that we are giving to them. To our children, please plan your timetable. Have a personal timetable. Remember, you have a lot of homework to do.
True.
Plan your time well. Don't think 2 months is too much. Kitambo November ishe, deki ikuje tuende
hiyo ni hata wako na homework mchungaji na ni ya kuenda the next class.
They do. They do.
They have.
This morning before I came here, we were doing homework with my daughter. They do.
Wow.
They have. And that's very good.
Yeah.
This is a long holiday. You cannot
2 months, imagine.
2 months is a lot.
A lot.
So they are going to the next class, but they are doing the holiday for the class they are in.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, they also have exams that they can also revise.
True.
Okay? So children, something else I want to talk to you. Listen to the counsel. Go to church. Listen to what your pastor is telling you. Listen to what your reverend is telling you. Please obey your parents. Yeah. It gives a blessing. Sijui kama watoto wa siku hizi wanajua kutii inaletea mtu baraka ingine Terry ya maana sana.
Maybe they don't.
Yeah, please, children, obey your parents. It comes out with very many blessings. If you have to go somewhere, can you be responsible enough? Dad, Mom, I want to go to my friend's place. Where? This and this place. What time? This and this. In fact, huyo mtoto anasema ataenda, huyo hata nimemsalute. Kuliko yule atangoja nitoke na yeye atoke.
Is it not because maybe of the toxic relationship between them that itafanya mimi sitakwambia juu hata nikikwambia
utakubali
hata kama ninaenda mahali pazuri hautanipea ruhusa kama naenda mahali pabaya hautanipea ruhusa. So to prove to you that I'm mature enough because there is a struggle between the child want to show the parent they are all grown. The parent want to show them hakuna kukoma unakoma ni mimi bado mimi ni mamako. So how do they bridge that gap in a way that even the kind of friends they build they can feel free to introduce them. How do they bridge? Yes.
You remember the friendship? You remember the communication? Bring your child close. Bring them close. Ukiwaleta karibu, they will tell you a lot. Okay, of course, they may not tell you everything. Kuna tumambo atajiwekea wewe.
That's normal.
Remember, that's normal. Hata sisi hatukuongea yote.
Sisi hata
kuna tumambo atajiwekea, but I'm sure, huyu anasema nitaenda, ni kumaanisha ako sure. Mom usema, you are supposed to attend such things as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So kama ni mbashi ya usiku, hata hakuna anja niombe ruhusa. Najua mamu atakubali, daddy atakubali. But kama ni chat, hiyo mamu atakubali. That's why I'm saying hii communication na kukaa pamoja hii holiday Terry tuongee itatusaidia sisi wazazi and also our children. Because that's where even they will tell, but mamu si utaniruhusu niende kwa kina fulani, si utaniruhusu nifanye. Sasa ndio utakuja kuuliza na mnaenda kufanya nini?
Okay,
kama mko marafiki Terry, very difficult.
Abaida atakuwa anakudanganya anaenda kanisa. Since amejua unachagua vitu za kanisa, utadanganywa nimeenda youth meeting, niende kwingine na ni make sure niko back.
Of course, sababu hiyo ndio inakufurahisha.
Yes, nitafanya tu. So allow me to ask you a question. I want you to speak to a parent whose relationship with her child right now hata anashangaa huyu amefunga shule, nitampeleka wapi? The relationship is broken. They don't communicate. Wao ni kama wamekuwa, if it's a boy kuna wanaume wawili kwa nyumba, kama ni a girl kuna mwanamke mwingine kwa nyumba. Please help a parent whose relationship is broken or even a child that is wishing I wish I can go back or I wish naweza ongelesha mamangu venye beshte yangu ananiambianga wanaongeanga na mamake. You know, Right now I'm very close to my mom. Funny enough, our parent kitambo hatungewaambia anything. But right now it's funny how I can tell my mom anything.
Yeah.
So how another day I was asking myself, what if it was like this when we were growing up? There is a certain warmth.
Yeah.
So how do they amend that relationship and communication?
To a parent who feels that there is a gap,
Yeah.
the relationship in a break, inaweza rudi.
How?
But it is not easy. Ile urafiki tumesema befriend your children. Communicate to them. Sit down with them and deliberate. By the way, most of our children now don't think for them, think with them. That's my point. Don't think for,
tuweke with. Okay.
Why we are getting frustrated, it's because most of the things tunazipump. We are just pumping.
It's our way.
Atuwape space, you know?
Yeah.
A parent at times is good to give space to your children. Hata wao wajiongee.
Okay.
Let's hear from their side. Waseme, mom, mimi kwa nini nilifanya hivyo? It's because of this and this and that. Parents, try as much as you can. If you befriend your mtoto mlete karibu, try to balance your parenting.
Okay.
I think tumekuwa na issues mingi Terry. Stress imetushika. Hii mambo ya kutafuta pesa na ipatikani imetuletea shida. So hata ukifika kwa nyumba una time, already uko tired. So ni saa ngapi nitaketi ati mniambie mmeshinda aje?
Hata hatuna time.
Ningeketi tu hiyo 10 minutes, ningeambiwa a lot. Ninge create time, ningeambiwa a lot. Remember kuna place wazazi na watoto wanafika wanapoteana.
Yeah.
Wanapoteana. The age ni ile tukifika teen. Na unajua kwa nini wanapoteana? Socially, we are not moving on well. Emotionally, hatuko the same page. Hatuko the same page anymore. Most of the things hatuko the same.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand your kid on that line, mtakuwa parallel. Ndio unasema, dadi akiingia, deno anatoka. Deno naye akikuja anaenda diti anaenda job. So watawai meet wapi? That's why we are saying, if we have avenues and programs that as people like me, we can come up and talk to our children, even on how to spend this holiday. I feel like Terry, we can be in a better position. Then to the children, please mind what you watch. Terry, si vizuri kutanja hapo. Mind what you watch. You see this gadget. It has good things and bad things. Who is the master of your phone?
Myself.
You are the master of your phone. So when mimi kama mzazi niko na right ya kuambia watoto wangu, please, you can watch this because of ABCD. And mark you, our children cannot be without phones because even most of their homework siko kwa simu. Siko everything iko hapa. But why can't we guide our children wajue? So that even as they grow, watakuja kukumbuka, mom was telling me this, dad was telling me this. Terry, you remember a memory verse you could say when you were young in Proverbs 6:26? I think, train a child in the way of God. You remember? The way you should go.
And when they grow up, they will not forget.
Sure. So parents, we cannot give up. We cannot give up. Let us train our child in the way they should go. Kama ni mambo ya church, muonyeshe church. The challenge will be, unaambia watoto waende church, na wewe uendi. Hapo ndipo kitakuramba, Ndio nasikia wakisema, imeniramba. So kama unaambia waende na uendi, parenting yako itakuwa ngumu. Parents who are together, a father and a mother, thank God that we are together. Parenting is a collective responsibility. Team building.
Okay, that's quite a word, team building in parenting.
Team building ni kusema tusaidiane.
Yeah, but mchungaji, how many fathers are involved in their children's life? Unfortunately, sorry to say this on camera, there are so many parents that are there, both parents, but the intentionality has been left to the mother. Na unasikia baba kazi yake ni kuprovide. Huko kwingine hana shughuli.
Provision is good, yes. Paying school fees is okay. Buying clothes and goodies and taking your children
to holidays,
wherever, very good. Excellent. But yes, that is waiting for but. But remember, there is social life, there is emotional life
Presence.
na kuna ile affection mtoto anataka kusikia. You know, I can provide everything to my children but ngapi ni kubwa.
Sana.
Wako ngambo ile na mimi niko ngambo hii. Let children know me and dad tuko pamoja. Why should I show my children mimi ndio niko mzuri dadi ni mbaya?
Uko sure tutakuja Grace akuja kuombe ruhusa umnyime but akienda kwa babake. So like you can imagine a child coming to tell you niliambiwa na baba ninaweza enda. That brings even chaos.
It happen
if you are not.
Terry, I think that's a discussion for another day. It happen because if me and my husband we are not in good terms. Hiyo unasema it happen automatically. So mimi ama wewe with your husband mko that side different. So watoto wako wapi? And you know our children are getting confused. Saa ingine wanashindwa mimi ni wa papa ama ni wa mama. Ananiitisha kitu ende waambie daddy. Mtoto ni akienda kwa daddy anamwambia daddy mama amesema uninunulie. You see? Unaona hiyo gap? Na gap inaenda ikiwiden. To the parents who are single parents and widows, I just pray for God's grace. Me, I salute these people. Why? They do everything bila kuwa tu wanasema hii nitabakisha ni baba yao atafanya. God is giving them grace in his own divine way. Na watoto wao wanasoma. Na may God bless you single parents and widows.
Amen.
Keep doing the good job. Because at the end of the day, watoto wako wakiwa shule watajulikana wametoka from a well-up family or not a well-up family. What is making us equal ni ile education watapata kule. So Terry, I think we can apply some of those things during our holiday. And I feel like as parents hatutapata stress. Unajua wazazi wengi wakati wa holiday kama saa hii tunasema Januari.
Na venye kumekauka.
Na vile hii jua kwa nyumba tu wakikunywa Januari. So let's try to spend our holiday on that way, but it's also good for me to say as we wind up Terry, I really appreciate this show. And it's my prayer that a parent somewhere
will see
a child somewhere will see this and benefit. And if they need my contacts, I will give them.
Wow.
Because I'm always available to help. Being a youth counselor and a counselor in board, I can help where I can.
I have seen people, mchungaji, by the way, I have in my HR network, I have seen a friend of mine who happens to be a very good trainer. He's even a columnist, I think, in Nation. There's a day I was asking, when can you come? I needed to have a meeting. He told me there are people that have even paid me. He's you know, HR, there is so much of counseling for employees and everything. I should, they have asked me to go and talk to their boys. And let me tell you the truth. He was not paid few coins. Nikamuuliza, what do you mean by that? Kaniambia, I do mentorship, individual mentorship. And that challenged me. And I asked myself, wow, a parent can go to an extent. If today maybe I'm a mother, I'm raising a girl and I see they have issues. Please, to our viewers, you can even contract mchungaji for some time. Give her your daughter. By the way, for like an afternoon. Let them go have lunch. It will not cost you so much, but the things they cannot be able to tell you, funny enough, they will be able to confide with someone else. Now, nowadays, everybody is talking about traumas. We collect these traumas in teenage, by the way. Hizi traumas hazitokangi mahali kwingine. So we can avoid our children from having to solve their traumas or even carrying their traumas in their job, their marriages by us being there for them. If you realize there's already a broken communication or anything, the counselor has told us that it is possible to amend it, but it is work. It is work. And intentional work, if we can be very specific.
Make it intentional.
So it is very much possible. We had quite a session and I want to take this opportunity to thank you for agreeing to come on board. We are so much humbled and that was quite a discussion. Even a parent sees this, ajicommit to, I want to listen to this 30 minutes. Atajua, nitaanza wapi by the way. Nilikuwa nauliza, nitaanza wapi, but now I know where I can start. So there is this usually program you have, initiative, the PANT initiative. I know that we are still looking for well-wishers to help us.
We are.
Ladies and gentlemen, 100 bob can keep a girl in school for 2 months.
Imagine.
Just 100 bob. That 100 bob hata sijui ni nini unanunua ya 100 saa hii. And I keep on telling you, you don't share because you have enough.
Yeah.
We will never have enough, mchungaji, tuambiane
right.
ukweli.
You are right.
Because hata ukitaka baiskeli, unataka motorbike.
Yeah.
Ukipata motorbike, unaanza kuona unapigwa na upepo, itakukose. You start advancing to a vehicle.
You are right.
So when it comes to this communal initiative that we are having,
Yes.
it could be mchungaji's or another person. Kindly help if you can.
Sure.
Don't wait until ama uendange ukisema ninyi mko na pesa za kupeana. Aki, please, if your 100 bob can save someone.
Yeah.
You know, our girls go through a lot, and it's funny how what is normal. You know, this is water.
Yes.
Watu wa Mount Kenya region ukiwaambia kwenu hakuna maji ama you start maji kwetu ni
Maji. In a
you know,
float.
so what are you but tell a mbere person about maji. Ako like, we hata hiyo yenye unamwaga hapo,
It's a waste.
it's a waste.
Sure.
Because of the difference of the region or where they are.
Yeah.
This same case with life. Whatever is very normal to you, when getting a pant for your daughter is so easy, to another one, mama anaenda kibarua anashangaa kuna watoto 4, wote wanataka school fees, ako peke yake, as you have said. Ni chakula, nitanunua, ni mafuta, as in the money. It's not that she's lazy. Kibarua amelipwa 350. Ako na watoto 4. Mko sure pad itakuwa factored in that?
Imagine.
So our
It's
girls,
not easy.
yes, our girls would even go to an extent of doing people some favors. Let us be very honest. So that they can get access to a sanitary towel. But here is Reverend. She has an initiative to help keep a girl in school. And I'm sure at the end of the day, if your 100 bob and mine come together, we can be able to do something. So we will request her to share her contact also, because you might be their parent that is saying, I think Mchungaji can help me to talk to my daughter, to my son, to my nephew, so that they can be able to get in check. So Reverend, please kindly share your number that we can reach you through it, so that we come to the end of the show.
Thank you, Terry. I really appreciate. I just want to pray that a parent has been helped somewhere, or even a girl or a boy. To pastors listening to me, to referents, to institutions, please let us come and help each other. Life is very challenging. A lot of issues are coming. We are talking about depression every day, mental illnesses and what have you. So we can come into board and help each other. So to parents or anybody who would like to have my number, it's 0723 999 478. 0723 999 478. Terry talked about an initiative last year that I do of donating to girls. Whatever you give me, I donate to them through a till number 406 9148. Till number for Pand Initiative 406 9148. May God bless you so much. May God bless this initiative, Terry, that you are taking. May God take you far. And we wish a very, very blessed holiday to our children, together with our parents. God bless you so much.
Thank you. We have come to the end of our show today. We want to take this opportunity to thank you. Please, we normally say, here, Inclusive Reflections, we inspire one life at a time. If at all this show can change the life, the trajectory of one child's life, or if at all this content today can become a place of reference for a parent that feels as if the relationship with the child is breaking apart. They keep on checking, hapa counselor alisema aje, alisema nifanye nini. You know, that one is going to be our joy, because we are here to ensure that we create a wholesome community, whereby Mchungaji comes here, does this, we bring another young man, discuss about how much he how he overcame drug addiction, another one, and we learn together. Here we have to learn and unlearn and relearn again, because that is what life is all about. It's a learning wheel every single day. So I'm your host, Terry Sami. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Please share this video, give us a thumbs up, and if possible, you can be able to, if you want also to reach us to be a guest, don't hesitate to do that. You can write it in a comment section, and I want to believe your story, we normally say here, it is an inspirational enough.
Sure.
Until next time, keep it inclusive reflections, and God bless you.